Hey guys, RCM Relay Control Module. This is the no start, no crank issue. So if that happens, your Crossfire or Mercedes with the 3.2, take a good look here. Here with the fuse, that is the Relay Control Module. This guy right here. Simply lift it up. Okay, bring it up gently. And grab your wire. You're not going to pull on the wire. What I do is I grab the wire and I pull the box outwards. Okay, I keep that one there, that one there. And this guy is a little stubborn. This is the big one with the big wires. This one's the stubborn one. So just pry the box, don't pry the wires. Okay, almost there. There we go. It's going now. And then the last one. Okay, there it is. So, have any issues, check your fuses. But then what we're going to do now is we know we're having an issue with the no start, no crank. So we're going to bring this to the bench, open it up, and we'll show you how easy that is. Hey guys, another video. This time what we're going to do is the famous RCM. We're going to show you how to remove the relay control module from the box, as well as how to resolder the 3 pins. We'll show you where the 3 pins are. Quick tip, grab an old comb, put it in between in here. And the reason for the comb between the wall of the box and the module itself, okay? And the reason for that is because on the inside here is all your contact points, okay? So you can grab a knife on this point here, just open it up just a wee bit, and you're just gonna, and there it is, okay? So you see, this is where the comb was. So by doing it with the comb, the plastic is not going to damage your board. And on this side, well, you've got nothing really, because what you're doing is you're prying up against here. Okay, right where the 40 fuse is. On here, when you have it in this position like this, okay, note the 40 fuse. To the left of that, you'll see 3 sets of pins. These are the famous pins, 3 sets that need to be resoldered. They were improperly soldered at manufacturing, and what happens is you have, let's say this is the solder, okay, and you got the pin right there. Well, there's a gap between the pin and the solder, so when it gets hot, what happens is it loses contact and your car will not start, nor will it crank. So it's a no start, no crank issue. What we're going to do is just put some flux core, okay, a little bit of flux on these guys here. I'm going to use my little, I use one of these little tiny dollar store paintbrushes. I just put them on there. I just put some liberally, okay, because the flux, what the flux is going to do is clean up and prepare. It's like primer with paint, if you think about it. Okay, get your iron. Make sure you have a resin cord, silver solder. Now you want to make sure you don't never use the solder that you use for plumbing, because all you're going to do there is cause yourself some major issue. They do not work the same way. Grab your heat gun. Okay, I dipped it into a little bit of the solder there to clean it up, and then I cleaned it inside. I'll do that a couple of times, but this one is already pre-done. And then I'll just tin up a little bit on there, and I'll just gently go and add the heat up on there. Need a little bit more. Okay, just keep it up. Make sure that it's nice and, okay, see how nice that flowed up? Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. Okay, you could solder suck up all the old stuff, but I don't see that as being required. So you see how they're flowing nice and smooth. They're not crunchy, they're not crusty. Okay, if they're crunchy and crusty, you didn't put up enough heat You didn't leave it on there. It doesn't take time. That's it. There you go. Now I just grab a little bit of air just to blow off the excess. And then I'll grab a clean rag. And all I'll do now is just clean up a little bit of that flux that was on there. And now if you take a look, you got 3 beautiful pins that are ready to go. Okay, with this now, no more issues with the no start, no crank. You don't have to, once you've done this once, you do not have to redo it again. Very straightforward. Just put it back in now into your car, and that's it. Voila. Back at the car, we're going to put it back into the your module box right here, and there's only one way for these guys to fit, if you notice, so you can't screw them up, as I said in the beginning when we remove these. So pop them all back in, make sure they're good and tight. Do not pull on your wires too harsh. You don't want to be disconnecting them at the other side. There we go. 2 more to go. This one, I'll tell you right now, that one there is probably the most stubborn one. It's in there good and tight. Okay, once we have this, you'll notice inside the box itself, there's some points, and it just sits in. So you see this little curved part with that little pin, and it'll be the same thing there. So they just sit around the outside of the boxes. So just bring them in gently, put them in all the way down. It doesn't snap, but it'll just sit right in there nice and snug. Once you got that going, just close your box, and then make sure to lock it by pushing these tabs inside.